Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Barely Necessities. It's laughingplace.com's live discussion of Disney merchandise. I'm the site's co-founder, Rebecca Mosley, and with me is our site manager, Rebecca Burbank. Hey, we both wore gray today. I guess it's a
I
gray
know.
kind of day, huh?
And I'm like, I'm always cold, so I'm like, I'm just gonna wear a beanie.
Yeah, no, I was totally, but it's nice and sunny and beautiful outside, so I don't know why. By the way, want to thank Box Lunch because they sent this over and I adore it, but yeah, just want to make sure I let everybody know that this was a from our friends over at Box Lunch. But we've got a lot of fun merchandise to show everyone today. And before we do, I want to show you something that's actually out there and it's free. You can dress up your laptop, your computer, your phone with a collection of ugly sweater backgrounds that they've popped up over at the Disney Parks blog. They've got one with Chip and Dale with the gingerbread. You have to let me know which one you want, Becca.
Okay.
The
Ooh.
like a little Tomorrowland with some reds and greens. Then we have a very nice, simple black and white and red Mickey hats and castles, very brightly colored Adventureland homage with tiki room birds and tiki drums, and finally the cruise line.
Aw.
So
Those are all cute. I think I'm gonna have to go with Tomorrowland. That's the one that speaks to me. What about you?
I am all over this cruise line one. In fact, I'm kind of wishing it was actually an ugly sweater I could go buy right now because
I
that
know.
is cracking me up.
Uh,
Any of these, I totally do these as like socks, right?
oh yeah, for sure.
Nice. So there you
Or
go.
a
My
scarf.
husband chooses cruise line. Yeah,
If they had that as a
husband chooses
scarf, oh
cruise
man.
line.
Yeah,
Uh,
I
hi,
totally get that.
hi, Stephen. Hi, Gio. Giving you a quick hellos there. But I know, Becca, we've got a lot to highlight, and we're starting off over at Loungefly.
Well, Shop Disney, but there is a Loungefly in there. So,
Yeah,
yes.
you're right.
No, you're good, you're good. This is the Peach Punch collection, which feels a little too early to have something like peach makes me think summertime, but you know what? It's really pretty. And so,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's kind of at least this backpack has that very much or very feels very much like a New Year's Eve party to me with the sequins. So I could totally see this being a welcome to 2024 collection for sure.
This is
And
probably not the image they're going for, but it kind of reminds me of the salmon that I had the other day for dinner.
okay. I mean, well, I
So
think
yeah.
salmon to me feels fancy parties, like
But yeah, no, I think because it's got that little bit of hint of green and some of the way the sequins hitting the light with the iridescence. But
mhm.
yeah, I love that they have more of these sparkly hats. I love ball
Yes.
caps, and I like to see it with a bit of that sparkle to it. So you've got that within the peach collection, and of course your spirit jerseys.
Yep, and we've got Walt Disney World and Disneyland represented. On the Shop Disney site, I only saw the kids shirt for Disneyland, and I have not checked to see if they've since added Walt Disney World. But typically, they will have both, so it might just be something coming at a later date. But they do have both for the adults. So
For sure. Let's see, Becca. We are traveling over to some paws and claws fun when it comes to Shop Disney.
yeah, we've got another Stitch collection, and what a great way to kick off your 2024 adventures, but with Stitch. This is a lamp, which I thought is really interesting shape, but he lights up so nicely. I think it's kind of becoming a thing where people are doing more of those like tabled side lights. Like you're not going for the overhead lamp or anything that's really going to provide you with much light. It's more for the aesthetic and the fun of it. But
A little bit of mood, set a little
yes.
bit of mood. Make sure you don't trip over your feet in the dark. But other than that, nothing to read by. I
Right.
love this collection of Stitch button ups for the whole family could,
Mhm.
go in a little bit of celebration of Stitch to Stitch. They've got the women's cut with the blue hibiscus flowers, and then the typical like I would say men's cut, but just that standard button up with the flamboyant. I don't know, what would you call that? Like the
I don't know.
scribbles?
It almost looks like a brush
Scribbles?
stroke to me, but or
Yeah,
scribbles,
there you
yeah.
go.
Yes, very much like Stitch had something to do with designing this collection.
I feel like the darker blue ones is when his badness level is like, up here. Whereas the others, like maybe the badness level is a little bit lower, a little bit more subdued. So not quite
So in
as
this family,
troublemaking.
we've got dad and the son who are the troublemakers, and
Right.
mom, the baby. We're not quite sure yet on the baby. Baby's leading the troublemaker. But the mom and the sister are like, we're the ones that have to keep this family together.
Hold down the fort. Hey, that's the way it is around my house. So, there you go. I love Stitch on the surfboard.
Yeah.
He's so cute.
Yeah, and I like these.
He looks like he's going to just fly right off.
Yes, it does. I like the squiggle lines too, which don't quite look like the water, but you also absolutely get that, that surfing vibe. It's a really interesting way to do it. I'm a fan.
Kind of aquatic, kind of alien script, right? That's I'm like kind of like in between. I'm liking it. I agree with you. Oh, and this rain jacket. It's funny because the way his tongue's sticking out, and he was slobbering all over everything. I was surprised they didn't like offer it as a spit protection or something. Beware of alien slobber,
right? Well, maybe that'll be next. Maybe that'll be the next one.
Aw.
Yeah, this is cute too. He's out there, and it looks like he buried Scrump. I could never handle being buried at the beach. That was never
really.
I was never a fan of that. I'm like, nope, take me out of this.
Okay, wait. Okay, so are you a weighted blanket fan?
I like weighted blankets, but I don't know. Something with I think it's just I get too into my head and too scary, and it's sandy and it's irritating, and even if you're able to get up, then you gotta it's just on you constantly. I'm weird.
You and Anakin relate on the sand. Okay. Oh, and then this I like because I'm envisioning that little face lighting up in the darkness at the parks, right? You're walking around, the fireworks start up, and your watch face of your magic band. You've got Stitch and all the teeth and the smile just beaming up at you from your wrist as you're wandering the park. So sweet design there for. You gonna pick this one up, Gio?
Yeah, terrify the people behind you with it glowing.
See, I know Gio. I asked if he was going to pick it up. He's like, "Hey, I think that's the one I have." So there you go. Oh, I hit the button and things are skipping around. Give me a moment to get back to where I need to be. You can see me scrolling.
Okay, so this must be like a restock then, because it's a pre-order. So okay, good to know they've got that, or maybe it's been available at the park, so now it's available on Shop Disney.
Some Crocs.
Mm-hmm.
A little bag for the beach.
Yeah. And there's more on Shop Disney, but we'll be here all day if I listed everything.
Right. So now we're moving over to another very popular collection of Disney characters, and that is Anna and Elsa. They're making their Frozen debut over at Harvey's. That's the seatbelt bag, people.
Mm-hmm. What a clever concept. I've always liked that. I don't have a Harvey's bag, but I've always been intrigued by using a seatbelt to make something functional. You found this
These bags are incredibly durable. My gal pals, Anita, Lucy, Lisa, Rini, they all have these bags, and the wonderful thing about them is you can toss them in the wash. So if you're are somebody who's going to theme parks a lot or out and about, these aren't bags that you have to kind of protect. It's okay if they have to be, set maybe in not such a beautiful dynamic, so that because you can put them in the wash easy. They're really really durable, hold up well, quite sturdy and rugged. I like the way that when they set their bag down, it holds its shape. It doesn't just kind of just flop all over the place. So really really beautiful bags, beautiful workmanship, and I get the feeling once you buy one, you start to kind of get invested in the brand, and you find yourself with more and more until you have an entire family of Harvey in your closet at home.
So for me right now, that's Coach, and Kyle can
Okay.
attest to every time I get an email from even from the outlet, I'm like, ooh, I like this. Ooh, what if I got this? So yes, probably not a good idea for me to start collecting Harveys.
But be sure to check them out on the 15th. So just 3 days from now. That's when Frozen will debut over there at Harvey's. They're a fun social media follow. So if you haven't checked them out yet, I would encourage you to do so. Over at Hot Topic, Scarlet Witch has popped up on the scene.
Yes. So this isn't necessarily stuff that's new, but if you've been watching us for a while now, we kind of do these like hot topic roundups of individual characters or movies. And I thought, let's see what Scarlet Witch has. And there is so much apparel. I mean, like I was trying to find I'm like, I can't do a whole bunch of shirts. I still did a ton of shirts, but yes, as you can see here, we've got some comic iterations of the character. This one's got that ugly sweater. And then there's some other versions from like the Marvel Studios movies, and then a lot of stuff from WandaVision as well. And everything, a lot of red because she's Scarlet Witch. So if you need red in your wardrobe, Hot Topic has plenty of Scarlet Witch items for you. This little
And if you have a Marvel fan, a Disney Plus fan on your list, perhaps some of these WandaVision items will work for that this time of year as well. I noticed you even tossed in a costume.
Yes, there was a costume there. And this one comes with, they call it a dress, and then it's the leggings, and then you get the headpiece as well. So it's pretty much, I mean, you have to you provide your own shoes, but you're ready to go there. So if you're going to any type of cosplay event, weekend convention or something, and you just want to get something simple for yourself, there we go. Hot Topic's got it.
Ooh, and even a nice little collection of jewelry. I see the this is WandaVision with the television, and then her is it a cowl or is it something else?
I've always said headpiece. I've always said headpiece, but I think you're probably I think it's been referred to in many different ways. I think everybody anyone would understand what you're talking about. So
and then I don't recognize the bottom piece. I am not as wanded as others.
That's the sword, I guess, logo that on a necklace that Monica wears when she is in Westview. So
that's right. I remember that now because it was like a hint towards other elements of the Marvel universe storyline. I remember people got all excited about that. Cool.
Yes.
So quite a few little elements there from the WandaVision. This bust is adorable.
Yeah, and that's all it is. It doesn't light up or anything. It's just a fun little display piece. They call them mega emojis, but it's about 2.5 to 3 inches tall. So it's going to be a little bit smaller than your typical Funko, but it'll look great on a display shelf or on a desk. And there's a video game called Midnight Suns. So I thought this was interesting. They had the poster in there. She's on the right-hand side behind the guy with the flaming head, who I believe is Ghost Rider, but I might have that wrong. So yeah, this is a game that you can download, or I guess download digitally and purchase physical copies. So it's for many of the popular consoles. I've not played it, but it does have a fan base. So there we go. We got some Scarlet Witch in that.
And continuing in the Marvel universe, this is a rather unique offering. It's a semi-permanent tattoo. So if you want to experiment with some body art, but don't necessarily want to make a lifetime commitment,
right?
Here you go. You can check out what they're offering over at Inkbox. box.
Yes. So these will last about 1 to 2 weeks, I think, depending on where they're placed and how often you're washing that part of your body. Like if you put it on your finger, because they have some small finger tattoos, it might only last that week, but it's supposed to have that nice long lasting effect. Yeah, lots of interesting designs here. That's an Avengers style. You can see this. Oh, this one. I guess I probably should have saved the format or the file in a different format. It looks a little negative there, but that's one of the flirkins from the Marvels coming out
I
of
think
its
it's
little
cute.
egg.
I think it's adorable. I loved this one. This was the one I grabbed from your collection because there's even more from the
Oh,
world
yes.
of Marvel in the article that will be linked. But I just grabbed a couple of them. This one, so I think this is cool.
This one's called Spidey Sense, and you can totally get that. Like, oh yeah, something's happening. His eyes are moving.
Mm-hmm.
He's can detect, or I suppose one of the female iterations of the Spider-Man. You know.
It's Yeah, it's amazing to me how much is brought across just simply with the eyes and the spider web. And another interesting aspect of these ink box tattoos is that they have varying sizes. So you can look
Yes.
at this piece of art, and then on the website you can see. I want to say I saw like 2 by 2 all the way up to like 6 by 6 and even
Hmm.
larger for some of the ones that are, they can go like along your from your knee to your ankle. They even have ones of that nature. So you can really experiment in that world of semi-permanent body art through Inkbox, and they have a few collaborations, not just
Yes.
Marvel. I saw some Looney Tunes as well. So some fun to be had over there.
And
Let's see, Becca. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
no, I was just going to say you can also do some custom tattoos as well. So if there is something that you want to try out first before you actually have it tattooed on your body, you can submit some artwork to them or have them do a custom design for you and, try it out that way.
So my show notes kind of closed on me, so I'm just kind of pulling them up over here. Okay, there we go. Next up, we're moving into the world of Star Wars.
Mhm.
We've got a collection of last minute gifts for the Star Wars fan in your life. Uh, these aprons are stunning from Headley Bennett.
Mhm.
They have quite a few there, but this one that's Ahsoka, I love it. Now these are like pro quality. They're in the $100 price. I mean, they're not. They're in
They're
the
not
one hundred
cheap.
dollar price range. They're a heavier fabric. When you see them, the various detail that they have on their website, but some of these designs, like I love this Ahsoka design. There's so many little details around it. Check out Headley Bennett aprons. They even have some Disney ones too, but they're just
Mhm.
beautiful. I was so impressed with just like the construct of them.
Oh, no, yes, I agree. And yeah, like you were saying with that higher quality, you're not gonna have like the ends or anything fraying. You're not gonna have the hem
Mm-hmm.
coming apart as you might after a couple washes with some other, uh, you know, other aprons.
Well, and I enjoy the fact that they've got like deeper colors, so I'm not as like just showcasing all the mess that I am. I wish I could just. It was like if I had someone in my life who was like a chef or within the restaurant, industry that I knew could embrace this in the same way that they have scrubs of varying,
Mhm.
levels of fun. I could totally see this as a gift, but I was like, oh, I wish I could justify it for my own kitchen because it's so cool. I really
It
do like it. I was like, I have one of these in my house, a
Aw.
chia grogu. It was so much fun to grow. I did that a couple of years ago. Very simple. You soak it in water. You smear the seeds all over it. Then you just wait. You watch them. You watch it come to life. Yeah, you would think so, right? Narnia expert. It's like wow, but no. The type of material I'm guessing is just very conducive to that dynamic. It holds up to those realities of cooking.
Well, and
There's
you're
a
probably gonna wash it frequently, so having a
Yeah.
a stronger material means it'll last
Mhm.
through more and more washes.
This is adorable.
Yes, it is. I know. I keep thinking like I should get stuff like this for Rigby. She already has 2 dog beds. She has a place cot that she like can, sit on when we're doing training or whatever. She does, and she mostly sits on a chair with me or in the bed. So she doesn't need another bed, but I would love to see her in something like this.
Yeah, my little terrier, we don't, he's not with us anymore, but he would not, this would not have been, I would have bought this for him in hopes that he would adore it. And he would have looked at me like, no, I just hang out with you. People stuff's good enough for me. I love these stacking cups
Mhm.
from Joy
Joy
Jolt.
Jolt. Mhm.
And it's actually 2 cups. Like the Grogu it's like you and whoever you're serving. You both have like your own little cup, and then they can stack on top of each other. So we have Boba Fett and is it Yoda or Grogu? I think it's Grogu. Yeah, Grogu.
I think it's Grogu too because the ears are just a little different. I think you'd have the hair
And
if it was.
that's funny.
Yes.
For me, it's the
And
bull. It's the
and the
who's
bowl
holding
too,
the
yes.
bull. That's what it says to me. That must be Grogu. Then you got Mando and Vader and generic stormtrooper. So these are their stackable cups. There's numerous other Star Wars beverage containers over there at Joy Jolt.
Oh, and then we've got R2D2, little Kenner style toy from Hasbro. So this is going to be, if it's part of the Black series, it should be that 6-inch scale, but he'll be smaller than that because
Right. He'll be to scale within that dynamic. I like how they have the various tools that we have seen from R2 over the years, and really leaning into the nostalgia with the Kenner packaging there.
Mhm.
But
Yeah,
Clone
I know.
Wars.
Like, do I have room for this? I don't.
So beautiful. And no, I don't have room for it, but
It would
wow,
be so fun to build. Oh, that's
that's
actually
amazing.
so this is a Lego exclusive. It's $650, which is a lot, but we've seen some Lego sets go up to what, $800, almost $900.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
and you can't go wrong. The quality is so good. And
Oh,
you're gonna have so much fun building it.
and I was gonna say, and if you're somebody who you can even do investments in them if you want to just get it and preserve elements of it, and then you can years from now. I mean, have you seen how some of these sets have gone up? It's amazing. It's amazing to me what
Yes.
some of these kits now go for moving forward. Oh, thanks, Caleb, following us over on Twitch. Yeah, we rebroadcast our stream over there. We're hoping next year maybe to use it for some more gaming type interaction as well. Also with Roosevelt's, they have. I'm sorry, no. Also with Star Wars, we have Roosevelt's. So this is exciting. Yes. Finally.
Yes, they finally, yeah, you're right. This is the first time that they have the Borland Flex flannels with the Star Wars patterns on them, or Star Wars characters. So we've got some original trilogy featured in this first wave. I'm sure more will be coming, but yeah, these are great. And then that reversible bomber jacket, that one's called the Rebel, which is it has the same pattern there from a shirt that was released earlier this summer. I think it was called I don't remember now. Something like, yes, sorry. Totally spacing on the name of the shirt, but yeah, that's what this is.
Oh,
you're
no
all
worries.
clear.
Yeah, no,
You're
I was
all
trying to
clear,
think of it
kid.
too, but it's not
I
coming to me.
I think it's your all clear kid, I think is what it was called. And then
that sounds right. That sounds right.
And then the other side is all black and has the like original movie Star Wars logo, not the one that we've come to associate with all things Star Wars, but from Star Wars before it was titled A New Hope. Mm-hmm.
And then I want to share some of the Borland Flex because I skipped over that.
That's
with
okay.
My scroll there.
We love the Borland Flex. We purchased some ourselves. We've also received one as a sample. But yeah, you've got the little logos there or some type of insignia to mark who the character is or what the film is. And yeah, the R2 one is really good. Yep, pop the collar, and some of them are just cool colors. Others like this, you've got that jump to light speed. I believe this one that we're looking at right now is sold out, but I wouldn't be surprised if they do restock it. And then when I last looked, everything else was available. Yeah, so Return of the Jedi, and
So
then
really fun designs once again from the team over at Roosevelt's. And with this one, they've released a few like character koozies.
So they've been doing koozies for a while now. They've had Star Wars before, but yes, this is a character line that is new. This is the second time Darth Vader has been included, and then yeah, we've got Leia and we've got Yoda on that picture right there. So, some fun stuff for your kitchen. Like you're gonna have Roosevelt's in every room in your house before you know it.
And then over the course of the past few weeks, we've been highlighting the Gift the Galaxy collections that have been popping up over from Star Wars. And this week, they are showcasing an upcoming vehicle. It's from the Jedi Adventures series. It will feature figures from the show, such as Nubs, and the name's got out of my head, Becca. Let me scroll.
I don't remember. I've not actually watched the show, so maybe is it
Here I
Least
go. I'm gonna have to Nash. It's
Nash?
Nash.
Nash. Okay.
Nubs and Nash, and so
That
they're
makes
going
sense.
to be featured in this set. A beautiful set coming in January. Adidas has some clothes out there as well for kids from this world of Star Wars. I know we've also got some igloo coolers, a pinball machine, a cutting board that looks like the Death Star.
Yeah, so you can have a soiree, have a dinner party, have a movie night, and serve with the cutting board there. So it comes with those 4 different knives or slicers for different types of cheese preparation. And then yeah, it's functional too. So you can not only cut on it, but you can also serve on it. I mean, kind of the whole package there.
Oh, I think Narnia Expert was a fan of the Yoda can for carbonated soda or beer. I mean, let's be honest. It's
Yes,
either.
Yeah, I feel like
Depends.
most of the Roosevelt's crowd is probably enjoying beer, but maybe not everybody. Sometimes
You
I like
never
to
know.
mix it up, you know. I'm a fan of sparkling water.
Hey, sometimes I was gonna say sometimes it's just a water bottle. So you never quite know what it is you're trying to keep cool. Yes, I get it now. How did I not make this connection? Thank you, Narnia Expert, for bringing me up to speed. You're right. You're right. Of course, I should have known that. Oh, man. I'm a little bit embarrassed that I did not immediately go there too. I should have known better. Let's see, Becca. That means we have made it through the collection that our team has been working on. Like I say, those links will be down below, so you'll be able to check out all those items. When they are affiliate links, we make note of it in the article. When we've received product, we make note of it as well. Many times there are companies that we have purchased from that we also get product from. So we do our best to make sure that we keep you all abreast of what's happening in those regards around here. But for now, let's see. We are going to move on to this week's Sensational 7. So we're in the midst of Hanukkah, and during Hanukkah, we have various treats that are cooked in oil, and among them are donuts. And it's also 12/12 today, which means Krispy Kreme is doing their annual Day of the Dozens. So you can go make a small purchase and get a dozen donuts. So my focus is donuts because they're on the brain. What can I say? So we're going to start off. My list is always inspired by the seven dwarfs. That's Sleepy, Happy, Grumpy, Dopey, Sneezy, Bashful, and Doc. And for Sleepy, I've got this adorable, cuddly breakfast bagel. He's kind of donutty. I like to think of that because my great grandfather went in for a donut, ended up with a bagel, thought it was terrible, didn't realize the bagel was not something he was familiar with, as I recall. I think it's that way. I may have it swapped. My dad will correct me if I swapped it. But so there's
these are the worst donuts ever.
Yeah, I can't remember this was the worst donut ever or this was the worst bagel ever. But because of that, the bagel and the donut are forever linked in my brain. So we've got this avocado breakfast bagel with Mike Wazowski. So it's scented because, so cute. You can cuddle with it, take a nap. So there we go. So for Sleepy, we've got that. For Happy, do not give up. A little bit of Captain Marvel dad humor. Nope, Captain America dad humor. Within that world of Marvel, this is over there at Amazon. Grumpy, I like to serve myself some coffee, keep the grumps away. This is an item that isn't yet out. It's over there at Entertainment Earth. It's from Enesco. It's got a pre-order availability to some. I mean, it's outright. Let me try this again. It's sold out on the pre-order, but it's coming in January. So if you're interested in it, be sure to hit the bell over there to get alerted when it's in stock. It features Mickey and friends from that early era of animation style. So they have a little bit different look than they do now. And yeah, it's really fancy way to enjoy a little cup of coffee while you eat your donut. Sleepy, Happy, Grumpy, Dopey, much like his eyes twinkle and sparkle that are filled with gems. I pop over to Rock Love Jewelry, and they've got the beautiful beignet pendant. This represents the powdered sugar that you find on a beignet. Beignets, it's a fried dough. It's similar to a donut there. Tiana made those, and I know that they're so good. By the way, if you haven't tried them at Disneyland's recently refurbished restaurant there in New Orleans Square, do yourself a favor, go check them out. I haven't checked to see if they brought out any holiday flavors yet, because they were talking that they were hoping to do that, because when they launched with a lemon icebox filling that was amazing. So yes, I would advise you not to sample this one, Gio. Just the wonderful ones at Disneyland Resort or the French Quarter at down at Disney World, right?
That's Port Orleans. Yeah, Port Orleans.
Yes, French Quarter over there. They have some at their little cafe that change seasonally. The last time we were there, it was the Halloween season, so it was Haunted Mansion. They were amazing, but from what I've heard, each time those seasonal flavors are quite impressive over there. After Sleepy, Happy, Grumpy, Dopey, we've got Sneezy. You got all that hay fever, all those allergies. You need something to carry tissues around. In this case, it's a mini bow and ears donut dessert polka dot bag.
Very cute.
Yeah, brightly colored crossbody purse from the team over at Hot Topic. They've got a Donald Duck one too, I think, over at Box Lunch. So if you're more of a Blues and Donald fan, they've got a Donald donut over there. For Bashful, we're going subtle, right? So here's it's a donut, but it's the princesses. So these are the blind box enamel.
They have such an interesting assortment of princess pins from, I think they're Loungefly pins, right? I've seen like tents, like camping tents and like tennis shoes or sneakers. And yeah, these donuts. They think they've done kites, but these are so cute.
They do so many they do so many different representations of the princesses with these blind box sets. Yeah. So we've got here, you've got Tiana, Rapunzel, Belle, Cinderella, Mulan, Snow White. Is
that Elsa?
Yeah, I think so. You know what? Now that I know it's mermaid. I'm thinking that's Sleeping Beauty, but I'm not sure this blue one
Oh.
right here. This one right here. Oh, Jasmine.
Oh, yes. Okay.
It's Jasmine, and then down here is Moana.
Perfect. Oh,
Yeah. So it's a really pretty
fun group.
collection. And finally, Doc. He's the foundation. And in this case, we went with Mickey Mouse. It's a scented PVC magnet. So
See,
I it smells good.
I don't like these because I actually want to eat them. I would look at that and smell that on my refrigerator and be mad that I couldn't bite into it. Because like I can already taste the chocolate. But
so true.
It's also it's great though for, you know, self-control, right? You're like, I'm going to look at the donut. I can't bite into this one.
Yep. So there you go. That's this week's Sensational 7 celebrating donuts. And now we have Becca's shopping list. Those are all the things that we didn't get to talk about that you can learn more about on the site.
Yes. We've got another Pintastic Tuesday, and today one of the features was the 60th anniversary of The Sword and the Stone. So there's a couple of pins for that. And also Bolt. Can you believe Bolt is 15 years old? That, like, stop.
Wow.
Fans of the Lorcana tabletop game or trading card game, the first chapter, so the first set that they released earlier this year, is coming to Shop Disney on the 22nd. So we have some more information about that. So this is a restock. And then we've got some other great announcements from Lorcana as well. If you're Shop Disney's free gift is still going on. So if you spend $100 on the site pre-tax, you can not only get free shipping, but you can pick a free gift valued at $25 or $24.99, I should say. But that's still going on. We've also got the 12 days of holiday savings at Shop Disney. And today was up to 50% off holiday favorites. Every day we got something new and something different. So check that out. Just discovered this. We wrote about it earlier today. I did not, but BlendJet has a bunch of princess blenders. So if you need a fun BlendJet, but you want it to have a Disney character on it, we've got some princess designs. And then again, we're keeping up with Hot Topic. We've got The Simpsons. So some items that you can find that are tied to The Simpsons are available at Hot Topic, as well as an assortment of Disney holiday Loungefly. And there's so many. These are so fun. I had a hard time narrowing my list down to just the couple that we featured in there. And then Disney 100 Yellow Pop, their final collection, has released. So that is available now, and that's the 2000s era through today. And I will say they include Star from Wish. So that is as new as you can get. And that is part of the Yellow Pop collection. And then finally, we've got the Disney 100 Facet Iron Man Funko. That is a Funko exclusive. And I believe that wraps up that collection of Disney Facet Pops. So lots of fun stuff.
So Narnia is asking about Doctor Who merchandise. We haven't featured any super recently, but we have with the announcement of the Doctor Who arrival. But we're gonna have to poke around and find you some. I know there's some stuff out there.
I saw some on Hot Topic, and I was like, I guess I can do a Hot Topic spotlight on Doctor Who now.
Yeah, so we'll have to do. Now, are you checking out the new Doctor Who? It's too weird for me. I tried. And it's just a little too out there for
some me. Of it I love, and some of it I'm like, this is not connecting to me. I have a gap in my Doctor Who knowledge from the reboot in 2005. I watched the first couple of first like 3 Doctors, I guess, 9, 10, and 11, and I didn't watch 12 or 13. I did just watch the specials with the 14th Doctor, and I'm intrigued. We did get introduced to the 15th Doctor in one of the specials, which was announced well ahead of time, so that's not a spoiler. But I think I'm gonna check out his storyline. So yes,
and that's as Gio points out, we do anticipate having some Doctor Who discussion on our morning update tomorrow morning. So if you're around in the morning tomorrow, check it out here on our YouTube. our morning update. We'll have a little bit of Doctor Who talk. If you miss it then, it'll be here. You can catch it later. Luke Manning, one of the staff writers here, is a Doctor Who fan. And so he is making sure we all stay properly informed of the latest addition to that kind of that Disney universe now, right? It's getting bigger and bigger. Never thought it would include Simpsons. Never thought it would include Spider-Man. Now it
Buffy the
includes Doctor
Vampire
Who,
Slayer.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer, X-Files. All of these things are slowly kind of coming into that Disney umbrella and are ending up being topics of discussion around here at Laughing Place. Speaking of which, tonight on this YouTube channel, we're going to have Disney Trivia Live, which it gets bigger and bigger, the availability of the topics and questions that are out there. So tonight we have 2 contests. The first one's entitled Nick Puri, which will be a lot of fun, I'm sure. And the second one is Buddies. I know there was a lot of conversation earlier today about Air Buddies on the morning update. So I don't know if that's what sparked the Buddies topic, but we've got a Buddies quiz coming up. Narnia is saying if you didn't watch the 13th Doctor, don't worry, you didn't miss much.
Okay.
Recommends the 12th Doctor. So there you go. I haven't watched any particular Doctor yet. And contest number 300 is quickly approaching. As you see, tonight's episode is episode 298. So I'm sure we'll have some sort of silly party of some sort on Disney Trivia Live when it hits 300. But for now, I guess that's it for us here at Barely Necessities. We'll see you all next week. Be sure to hit the like button. We appreciate your support so much. Hitting that like button helps other people find our chit chats here about Disney merchandise. Thanks for stopping by, Caleb. We'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.